Which camera we're going
Here.
with? Hello, welcome to Waku Radio. We are at another event at Huddle Up. We got our guest. I know my headphones. We got our guest today. Please introduce yourself.
Anup Marwadi. I'm the founder and CEO of Ticketblox. Ticketblox is an event ticketing platform that allows event promoters and producers to take complete control of their event ticketing process.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. So are we talking about like Ticketmasters,
Yep.
Eventbrite?
Yep. We hate Ticketmaster. We want to unshackle people from their monopoly
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Why do you not like Ticketmaster?
Well,
What was the driving force for creating a competitor?
multiple reasons, right? They've been stifling innovation for the longest time. There's nothing great that comes out of Ticketmaster,
Right.
Because they know that they have a monopoly with Live Nation.
Gotcha.
They control the venue, they control the pricing. We all hate the fees.
Yeah.
So what we decided is we want to build something that is ethical,
Okay.
transparent, and also gives you as a promoter complete control over your event ticketing process. So if you want to charge people higher fees, that's up to you. We don't do anything in there. We
Really?
just provide you with the system. It's your brand completely at the forefront. We don't want to cross sell anyone else's events. So we're not competing against your ad dollars and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And so all we're doing is giving you complete control of your funds, your brand, your data, and your event life cycle.
So as a business owner, if we wanted to host this podcast as like on tour or something, right? For
Mhm.
example, in the future, and we wanted to sign up with your company, how streamlined is the process? Is it a pretty simple process?
Absolutely. I can get you up and running in like 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
As long as you have some of your organizational documents,
Yeah.
I can have you up and running in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Because there's a downside, right? If we don't know you and you're collecting funds directly, that could be a problem. So as long as you have a legitimate business
Uh-huh.
and you have your paperwork, you're up and running.
So what does that need? Like, what are your requirements for like a business? Do we have to give you like a LLC or like corporate?
Exactly. LLC
business
or your
license?
tax ID number.
Okay.
That's all we need. And then we set up your site. It's all automated. Any part of the world, you can start operational.
Really?
Yeah.
So how does that work when it comes to like currency? Like let's say if we were to travel internationally,
Mhm.
like let's say we go to the UK and now it's per euros, right?
Yeah.
Does that change any fees or anything like that?
It does to a certain degree, but the beauty of this is we have subsidiaries in almost any part of the world.
Right.
100 countries, you can operate out of the box.
Okay.
And so if you're in UK, what we would recommend is you spin up a UK site, which
Mhm.
again takes 5 minutes.
Right.
But now you can swap between your US site and your UK site. If you don't want to do that, you can still do UK processing
Okay.
with your US bank.
Oh, I
It's
see.
totally fine.
Gotcha. Okay. And then so I don't know if you're comfortable talking about this. I'm sure you, like you said, very transparent. So what are like if for guys like us, we come on and we want to sign up for the platform, what's the percentage that you guys are making off of us, like that we have to pay?
Yeah. So it's a very simple business model.
Yeah.
We charge 5% per ticket that you sell.
Okay.
So if you're selling for $5, it's 5% of that.
Okay. Okay. That's not bad at all.
And we cap it at
Mhm.
about $200. So
Oh.
we don't want to go over 200. So there's a lot of people, especially if you go to Ticketmaster, you're buying a table,
Uh-huh.
$10,000, you end up paying 15%.
Oh,
fees on it.
wow. And there's no cap.
And there is no cap.
Uh-huh.
And so we cap everything at $200. We're like, look, we've made money for this 1 minute that you used our site for. We're good. And so we'll do that. And then even for volume plays or charities like this, we don't even charge
Really?
3.5 maybe.
Mhm.
So, for example, this month
Credit
for
card
Huddle Up,
fees.
it's completely free.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. So that's how long has this business been going?
Yeah, we were operational before COVID, and then COVID took us out.
Oh, I
But
see.
then we reinvented as well. So we kind of grew the whole thing organically, completely vertically integrated. So now we have a marketing suite, we have sweepstakes, promotions, all the
Wow.
fun things that not many players in the industry have now.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So are you familiar with certain companies where, because I'm guessing you guys are all ticket based, right? But have you guys thought about getting into the raffle basing too? Do you guys have like a
That-
platform for that?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So the sweepstakes, the giveaways, all of that, we have a module. So what you do is you can have multiple different ways in which you can give away. You can just have simple signups.
Right.
So people can come in and put their name and email,
Yeah.
and you build your list and you give them 2 entries or 3 entries, whatever you can decide. The other option is you can say, hey, go ahead and post a photo on your Instagram profile with a hashtag.
Yeah.
And then hashtag can be your hashtag.
Right.
And when people do that, we can parse that out, read that out, and then we can give them a raffle entry too. And then on a given day, you can draw out prizes and you can give multiple prizes too.
So with like the Instagram and social media, you're able to actually somehow pull the data of like whoever pulled the hashtag or
Correct.
whatever, and you have to verify basically that they did it.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So people, for example, like I see people like if I'll share it to 2 people and then like it or whatever, whatever the order is, there's a
Yeah.
way you guys are able to track that
it.
they sent it to
Absolutely.
2 people. Really?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
That is awesome.
And we have something called as Ticketblox Tribe, which is an influencer program. So let's say you're popular among your friends. When you buy a ticket, you don't even actually have to buy a ticket. You can come to our site and you can say, hey, give me a special link with my email address in it. And so you put in your email address, it gives you a special link, you share this. And as people buy using your link, you
Yeah.
keep on getting reward points. And at some point, you can redeem those points for VIP upgrades or anything, in our ecosystem. So
Mm.
part.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, so for example, like if we wanted to, for example, you see these T-shirts over here.
Mhm.
You've seen some of the companies that have been like, if you buy a T-shirt for us, every dollar is 1 entry.
Correct.
So that's something that we can actually do on your platform.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And it's able to do the drawing itself automatically.
Automatically.
Is there
Yeah.
a way? Because I know sometimes there's like
An override.
customers or something like that they're kind of they don't trust it, like they're not sure if their number's actually going through or if the roller's actually
Yeah.
rolling their number. So is there like a thing that we can send them like a link and they'll see the drawing happen
Absolutely.
live?
Absolutely. So that's the idea. Everything
Yeah.
is 100% transparent. You can do as many drawings as you want, and it's all real time processing. So people can watch it and they can see their names being drawn out.
Wow.
And, if they win, they win. They get an email right away. We also have multiple drawings that you can conduct, and you can give them different prizes for different drawings and things of that nature too. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
That's
sick.
awesome. How do we get onto this platform?
So you go to ticketblocks.com, BLOX, Ticketblocks, and
Blocks.
then just sign up there. And
Okay.
we'll set you up in no time. Yeah.
Awesome. That's so sweet.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Is there anything else that you want to promote about yourself or?
Well, all I want to say is event promoters have been given the shaft for such a long time. I think it's about time. As I don't know if you heard, the Department of Justice is now looking into Ticketmaster and Live Nation as of yesterday. There is a potential for them suing them for
Really?
all the malpractices that they've been on. So
Wow.
I just want people to know that there are options.
Yeah.
And there are some really good options out there. Not just us, but there's a few others.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to operate all over the world with a single platform, you want all your finances, all your data in one place, I don't think there's a better platform than Ticketblox right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
And as far as like one thing that I see that's a really big issue with for example, like payment systems and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Do you guys accept all styles of payment?
We do. Yeah.
Okay, so this one I'm gonna throw a curveball, right?
Sure.
So here in Vegas, we're known for a lot of like Sin City stuff, like very sexual events.
Mhm.
I know a lot of times some creditors, I guess, credit companies, they won't take money like MasterCard. You have to pay them a fee and stuff like that. So how do you guys go about like dealing with that type of that show or event? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a very good point. So we have multiple things. We can do crypto payments.
Okay.
We can do ACH deposits, so you
Oh.
can directly connect your bank accounts as well.
Nice.
Directly. You can also do, like, I don't know if credit card transactions work for most part, but
Mhm.
let's say you also want to just authorize someone and collect cash.
Yeah.
We can do that. We have a way by which you can actually verify your identity by scanning your driver's license,
Oh.
taking a selfie of yourself,
Yeah.
taking a picture of your driver's license, and then we have an AI technology that kind of matches you and validates you. If you want, we can even call you up and the whole call
Do a
gets
verification.
recorded.
Yeah.
And then, you can just collect either cash or checks. Or,
Wow.
Yeah.
And then how soon does the payment pay out typically?
Real time. That's one of our biggest advantages with people like Eventbrite, Ticketmaster. They hold your funds for at least 90 days.
90 days?
Yes.
Wow.
For chargeback reasons for most part, but we've figured out, like I said, with
Yeah.
identity verification, driver's license, passport verification, we can now say safely that this is the real person.
Okay.
We have a way to identify a human,
Right.
so we can eliminate that fraud, and so we pay out in real time.
I see. So so once it's all paid out in funds, right? Like you said 24 hours real time?
You can have it on a 24-hour cycle. Usually that's what people do.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can also have it real time. It just keeps doing microtransactions into your bank.
Gotcha. So how does chargeback actually work when it comes to getting paid out? We just have to refund the
Yeah. So there
money?
is a process there. If you have a chargeback, the good news is it goes straight to your account.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to go through us.
Okay.
We're not the account of record, which is
Mhm.
even better. That way, all your customers and everything is in your account.
Okay.
But yeah, what happens is because we have all the evidence around it, the driver's license and the different demographic information that we
Mhm.
verify, all of that is packaged up into a document and you can just send that to your bank.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. So it basically would show like a minus debit or something
Correct.
on the account,
Until
and then
it
you
is
would have to.
settled and then it will come back.
I see. I see. Very interesting. Very simple process, like
Yeah.
you said. Yeah. Straightforward. No shady stuff.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Um.
Is there a lot of competition in this type of industry,
There
or
is.
there is?
There is about 200 different event ticketing platforms right now. But I think one of the biggest challenges is most of them are not white labeled in the sense they want to have their own presence.
Mhm.
And so let's say you spend $20 to bring people over to that site. Now people are presented with other people's events, and that same $100 that I may want to buy tickets, now I have options.
Mhm.
But with our system, you get your own site. We never cross promote other people's brands
Yeah.
or events. And so you're very secured that if you're bringing the audience in, there's a very high likelihood that they're going to spend money on your
Mhm.
event.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And like I'm not too familiar with the industry or anything like
Mhm.
that, but I'm not sure what other companies are doing. But is there anything that, from everything that you described to, is that something that strictly is that you guys are doing that's
Yeah.
other competition isn't doing, or?
Yeah. So we have a lot of different things to mitigate fraud.
Mhm.
We have our own reseller platform. So what happens right now is Ticketmaster does this, but Ticketmaster collects the funds themselves. So if you buy a ticket and you want to resell it, you have to go through Ticketmaster and you kind of sell it to Ticketmaster and they can do whatever they want
Mhm.
after it. We have our own platform where you as a promoter can actually control how many days after you can resell, what price limits can I resell it to.
Really?
Yeah, you can actually decide that this ticket cannot be resold for more than 2 times.
Yeah.
And all of that is actually tracked on a blockchain and it's all transparent and it's all out there for the world to see. So
Wow,
that is
that's awesome.
something we do. And then every ticket that is sold in our platform actually can optionally also be written on the blockchain. So if someone's trying to sell this ticket on Craigslist,
Mhm.
you can actually see whether it's a verified
Shoot.
buyer or not.
Is that like a shareware or something? That's how do you track that? Is that like a shareware that
So the
like
blockchain is just public, right? So we just drop in the ticketing information, like the barcode of the ticket, the date and the time of the event, all of that information
then it
into a
actually-
blockchain. And then I can actually pull up my blockchain wallet right now and I can just look at a ticket and I can see the entire provenance of the ticket, for example.
Wow. And all users that are signed up to your platform can actually use this?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that not many people are doing. They
Mhm.
could have done this years
Yeah.
ago, but
Yeah, the transparency. Yeah.
exactly. Because everyone's making so much money in the process, You
Yeah.
have StubHub making money, Ticketmaster making money, resellers making money. No one wants to do anything,
Mhm.
and the outcome is that people don't get to go to events that they really want
Mhm.
to go to. And so by bringing down the pricing, you're actually making more people go to the event, and neighborhoods and bars and restaurants around the event actually start
Mhm.
prospering because now they have more money to
That's
spend.
true. Yeah, you're putting money in, you're stimulating the
Yeah,
economy. Yeah.
exactly.
So, with this, is there a I don't know if it's built in, and maybe it's going to be like a third party thing, but are you guys also like putting in marketing tools to help promote their events and businesses?
So we have email marketing, SMS marketing. We're just getting ready to launch Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp messaging as well.
Oh wow.
So all you do is a giveaway or a sweepstake is a classic example of getting all that information, soliciting, that, hey, I should be able to send you a message. You say yes,
Right.
boom, you're in the system. Now I can keep promoting things to you. I can send you discount codes. I can send special offers to you, and so on.
So you're basically, are you saying that like it's almost like a CRM where you can actually you
Absolutely.
okay,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
can, so you can actually keep their information, their
Correct.
data.
And
Wow.
unlike other CRMs that charge by number of contacts,
Mm-hmm.
which is a totally flawed model
Mhm.
for the event industry, MailChimp, for example, will charge you $600 a month
Yeah,
just for 5,000
that's
contacts.
true. Yeah.
If I'm running events with 5,000 people, imagine how much money I have to pay
Yeah.
to a guy like MailChimp. We don't do that. Again, everything for us is per transaction. So we charge you for a set number of emails a month.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter how many email addresses, as
Mhm.
long as you don't communicate with them, we're not going to charge you for that. Same for SMS as well. You can have millions of
Yeah.
records in our system and we won't care.
Oh, wow.
There's no monthly
As
fee.
long as you use
Yeah.
it, then you
Yeah.
get charged for it. Makes
Yep.
sense. That
Pay
makes
for
sense.
play. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, that's pretty smart. Very smart.
Thank you.
Man. How did okay, let's talk a little bit about you because I'm very interested right now. What was the driving factor for this? How did did you go to school for this or
Yeah. I mean, I originally am from India. I
okay.
moved to the US in 2000 for my master's in Kansas City. Studied computer science, but I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. And
Yeah.
it took me a long freaking time because US doesn't allow you to own a business unless you have a green card or you're a citizen. So that took me about 18 years.
Wow.
So as soon as I got that, I started my business and I started a software business first. And I started seeing all these different problems. I see problems in healthcare, cybersecurity,
Yeah.
and event ticketing was something that really interested me. I'm a musician as well. So it really
Cool,
is
man.
something I lean towards. So
What
yeah,
instrument you play?
guitar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Very cool.
So with your whole journey of like being an entrepreneur and all that, what's like some of the greatest challenges you've encountered and how do you overcome them?
I think the greatest challenge is the uncertainty. And you always feel that you're not enough, and you always feel that someone's going to outdo you. And I think if you just fall for that, it's over. You won't be able to get out of bed. And so the most important thing that I tell people is just believe in yourself and know that you're enough, and then everything else from there is just supplementary. You can actually have mentors, you can have people, close friends, peer groups that you can join,
Yeah.
things like that. Those will guide you. But if you don't believe in yourself, there's nothing. But the challenge is always, the imposter syndrome, like that
Absolutely.
we're constantly facing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like there's so many entrepreneurs that want to be entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
And just like want to have that level of success.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you were one of those too that was
Mhm.
like, hey, how do I get out of this?
Yeah.
What was what's the the requirement? Because I know a lot of times I get, we've built, this studio, this
Mhm.
podcast, we built, now we have a printing company and stuff like that. But like I couldn't get there unless I took massive action, right?
Absolutely.
So what was like that? What was one of those problems that you had that you were just like, hey, like that's the key, like that took me.
Right. I think it's just persistence, just constantly pushing
Yeah.
and trying to figure out if there's a better way to do something. If you hit a wall, okay, what can I do now?
Yeah.
Like, what are my options?
Mm.
Trying to figure out how to take asymmetric risks. Richard Branson talks a lot about this.
Sure.
I was not very good at that. I went completely broke around COVID, and I learned my lesson. And then, I had to start from scratch again.
Wow.
But what I learned in that process is, take asymmetric risks, complementary risks. So, for example, don't put all your money in one stock. Put it in like unrelated
I see.
stocks. If you're doing, for example, oil, don't put everything in oil. Do something in food.
I see.
So if one goes down, it doesn't take down everything else.
I see.
Stuff like that. So,
Uh-huh.
which is why I run two different businesses.
Right.
One is a software business that allows me to have consistency, the predictability, and then I funnel a lot of those funds into my event ticketing, which is
I see.
absolutely volatile. Like
Smart.
one day we can have 10,000 people events that we promote, and then for a month we may not have anything. So
I see.
you got to kind of balance that out.
Wow. Yeah, and I guess like subconsciously I do that as well because I don't like to put all the eggs in one
Correct.
basket.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually I've never heard Richard Branson actually talk about that.
Yeah.
But thanks
He
for
talked a
that.
lot about that asymmetric risks.
Yeah, because he's a business owner.
Again,
Of so many,
exactly.
yeah,
100
so many.
businesses,
Yeah.
200 businesses. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what he says. Like he never does. People think that he just goes and starts businesses.
Yeah.
He never does that.
No.
He's so calculated in everything. Like he has, even when he started the airplane company, I think I read that he had ins where he could actually resell the airplanes
Mm,
at almost no loss to himself personally.
yeah, he knew how to have an exit plan just for
Exactly.
emergencies.
There you go.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense though, because you said you also have a medical app company as well,
There you
right?
go. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so that I mean that's so stable that it, that it just makes sense.
Correct.
So is that like a telehealth kind of app?
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
And
wow.
we're building like a lot of modules that just allow anyone to become a telehealth provider now.
Wow.
There's so many dispensaries, office locations in rural areas.
Yeah.
There's nothing they can do right now. They don't even get good internet. So
Mhm.
what are your options?
Yeah.
So we're building a whole bunch of products there.
Yeah, so like maybe this is helpful or maybe you've already seen this, but like I noticed that in the medical industry, like commercial space is so limited now,
Mhm.
and there's so many big whales that are basically monopolizing
Correct.
everything. And it seems like the best for medical professionals now is to actually get on some type of telehealth or
Correct.
just to
Or in
supplement.
home or
Yeah.
in your home. Yeah.
Exactly.
If
Yeah.
you get in the customer's home, the patient or member, whatever you want to call them, if you get into their home, you won the battle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because now you have a relationship that you can establish with them, completely bypassing
Mhm.
all these big industries,
Yep.
all the different rules and regulations that come with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, you're a genius, bro. You're gonna be 10 times more successful next time
Oh
we see
man,
you, dude.
it's one day at a time. I enjoy that. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Any last questions for him?
So our motto is to embrace the fearless, and in our line of work as entrepreneur and running business and all that stuff, we run into it all the time. I'm sure,
Correct.
What are some ways that you overcome that fear if you even get
Yeah.
scared?
No, man, I write a lot for clarity.
Hmm.
I meditate a lot almost every morning, and I cold plunge.
Cold plunge,
Are
yeah.
you really cold, bro?
I do. I did that in Iceland in a lake as well. So, yeah. I mean, you just push yourself outside the comfort zone,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then everything else is so relative from there.
Nice. Are you one of these people that like you ever heard of Eat the Frog?
Yes,
I'm
I
guessing you're
am.
one of those guys.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, so that cold plunge plays into it and everything.
Absolutely. Once I do all of that, I'm like, okay, you know what? I can get punched today, and I won't even care.
Yeah, you get to that so calm moment, or you're just like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. The world could end, and you'll still be happy. Yeah.
There's the thing. Like, a bunch of my friends tell me if shit has to happen, it better happen to you and not anyone else because you can just kind of deal with it in such a zen mode.
Yeah.
I guess it's true. I don't know, but I don't want shit to happen. But if it does, oh well. We'll
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah, that's always the thing, really. I feel like if life, they always say like life prepares you for what's going to happen. So that if you have major problems in your life right now, it's just to prepare you for the future.
Correct.
And if some people they don't have the innate ability to do that,
Yeah.
so then there's a lot of like suicides and
Mhm.
stuff like that or failures,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
So like our message is really to just embrace the fearless and just go out of your comfort zone because realistically, we don't know what happens after we die, right? Everybody
Correct.
has a
Yeah.
different belief.
Correct.
But like while you're here, just do whatever you can.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, thank you so much for your time,
Thank
man. I
you.
really appreciate
This
it.
has been fun. I had no idea what I was getting into, but this was fantastic. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, did you want to plug anything before
Oh, I'm good, man.
social medias?
Oh yeah.
Website?
At Ticketblox. At Anup Marwadi is my Instagram. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
That's awesome.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
Check me out. You see me on the road, I'm in hustle mode, real estate mogul, commercial real estate.